In the deserts of Libya, a humble teacher rose to become the nightmare of a colonial empire. His name was Omar Mukhtar. History remembers him as the Lion of the Desert. It was a desert where sand meets sky and freedom is life itself. In 1911, Italy invaded Libya. They expected an easy victory over tribes they thought were weak and divided. But they had not counted on Omar Mukhtar. Though already in his 50s, Mukhtar rallied the Bedouin tribes, with nothing but old rifles, camels, and courage. They waged a 20-year guerrilla war against one of Europe's greatest powers. Italian soldiers came with tanks, with aircraft, with heavy artillery. Mukhtar's fighters had none of these, but they had the desert, and a leader who turned its vastness into a weapon. Strike, vanish, strike again. Time after time, the mighty Italian army was humbled by the desert lion. Omar Mukhtar said, "We fight because we must." Omar fights because he believes. By the 1930s, Mussolini poured in more troops, built concentration camps, burned villages, starved thousands. And then, in 1931, fate struck Omar Mukhtar, over 70 years old, was captured after his horse stumbled in battle. The Italians paraded him in chains, hoping to humiliate him. But in court, when offered freedom if he surrendered, he spoke words that would echo forever. "We do not surrender, we win. Or we die." On September 16, 1931, the Italians hanged him in front of his people. He stood tall, fearless, even as the rope tightened around his neck. Fade to desert wind blowing across empty sands, tens of thousands wept. But they also whispered with pride, "The lion has fallen, but his roar will never fade." Generations of Libyans carried his name as a torch of freedom. And when Libya finally gained independence, his memory lived on, as the man who stood fearless before a mighty empire. He was not just a warrior, he was not just a teacher, he was the lion of the desert, and his roar still echoes in the winds of history.